What are we doing, Seth?
Well, now that the elections are over in Nigeria, the presidential, recently the governorship elections, everything seemed okay, except of course, it's always, should I say always the norm, when you hear violence and all sorts of vices taking place. The elections throughout was not without those happening. I mean, I'm looking forward to when you have a free and fair election in that country, and minus all the excesses of killing each other or avoiding people to vote, frustrating people, the officials, combining, making sure that some people don't do their civil duty. But in and all, the elections have come and gone, and now we have a new president-elect, new governors, and all of that. But I must say, in all of this, there were some new takes from it. Number one, in one of the northern states, Jigawa, to be precise, there's a new governor that I actually know. I actually worked with him before. He was my boss, my former boss, when I was working in one of the big-time companies in Nigeria. His name is Umarnamadi. He's the new governor of Jigawa State. Congratulations, Rakandede, and I wish you well. Smart man. His personality is very great. And I always knew that he was going to get to this level. And aside from that, we also have other governors and the House of Reps. Some of them incumbents. They got their office back and all of that. Good and all of that. Of course, we're not saying it was perfect, but all in all, these are all the takes that happened, and everybody is looking forward to a better Nigeria. That's what we're all looking for. So we want everybody to, look forward to a country where things will actually happen for the common man. Good roads, to a large extent, electricity, affordable accommodation, homes, access to banks where you can get loans to start business and otherwise. I mean, if those things can happen in the next 4 years, that would be great. And moving forward, hopefully, especially the youths are more aware of how the voting is and aware of getting themselves even involved even more, especially this election. It's been a long time, if I can remember, where you have a lot of passionate people coming all out. Unlike before, they don't really care. They're like, well, my vote will not count anyways. They've almost lost hope for the country and all of that. But it's got revamped. I don't know why. Maybe you can tell me. Maybe it's the new party that came up. I'm talking about Labour Party movement came on out and actually energize people to believe again, to see how Nigeria can be better. Of course, we're not saying it was perfect, but all in all, these are all the takes that happened, and everybody is looking forward to a better Nigeria. So we want everybody to look forward to a country where things will actually happen for the common man. It's been a long time, if I can remember, where you have a lot of passionate people coming all out. Unlike before, they don't really care. They're like, well, my vote will not count anyways. They've almost, lost hope for the country and all of that. And to see how Nigeria can be better. As well, to get better, as long as we keep that accountability, that passion, and not losing hope. Hopefully our leaders will have such things in their mind moving forward to ensure, that democracy is actually sweet. I know there was some news that was going around before the especially the governorship elections, the House of Rep and all of that, where we heard about some incumbents at the 11th hour that they were donating generators. They were sending transformers to local governments at the 11th hour. You've been there for over 4 years or thereabout. You didn't do all of that. Just when you knew that maybe you might not win the election, okay, you now went to start doing as if you were working just to gain the votes of people, providing transformers. What are we doing, sir? Okay, do we have to wait till when you think it might not be business as usual before you do something, even when you have all the resources in place? We don't have to do that. That's fake, So you might have it your way today, but you cannot predict tomorrow. So as long as you are in power, do the best you can every day. Make the people like you, trust you, so that you yourself will live in peace. Rather than doing it as if, you're patronizing folks, So some of the citizens were all like complaining, okay, now that you've come to beg for our votes, we now voted you in. Before we see you again, it will be another 4 years. Those should not come at all, right? When you give such impressions, how do you expect them to trust you? I mean, the leaders, why is it that at the 11th hour, when it's time for election, you now start donating rice, bread to people? You know very well that they are hungry. You keep them perpetually hungry. You don't want to provide the basic amenities for them to grow, so that they'll be vulnerable when you come to get their votes, and provide them with peanut, bread, and a few naira, just to get their votes. What are we doing, sir? When are we going to stop behaving that way? It's so fake, it's unreal, and it shows that you're not responsible for anything, even when you swore your oath into office. But the good thing, like I said, the youths are beginning to understand that this is not working. It's only working for those in power, and they are making their vote count. I've seen, and we've all seen, where youths will ensure that votes are actually counted the way they should. It wasn't perfect, but hey, with the way things are, it's going to get better. I'm just going to tell you this. I can't wait for the next election, because I know prior to then, lots of leaders in power right now will make sure that they do something substantial for the people, because the people is actually who you need. You shouldn't be on the 11th hour before you now decide to send transformers to them when you knew they needed it 3 years ago. It doesn't make sense. But congratulations to those that have won office, the new ones, the incumbents, and those that are breaking the records. Hey, I wish you the best in the next 4 years. Hopefully they will all be accountable and responsible enough to listen to what the people want, to go out there and look at the issues and tackle them the way they should, and stop playing games. It's not going to be business as usual anymore, the way things are right now. Moving forward, the next 4 years, let's see, we'll be here by the grace of God in one piece to talk about the progress this administration or the incoming administration will have done, what they will have put in place 4 years from now, 3 years from now, to make that country be what it should be, with all the potentials around. Use the potentials to the best of your ability and make Nigeria a good place to live in, and even for us and for children and even those yet unborn. All right? Just so I should drop this there, folks. Drop your comments. Those that have not subscribed, kindly do. Those who have, I really, really do appreciate taking your time to subscribe and drop comments. I would like to see your comments. What do you think about these new incumbents? If you know anyone, let us know. In the next 4 years, what are your expectations for Nigeria? Why don't you share your comments? You will see mine right there. And give a thumbs up, share to friends so that they can all have a take on it. We all do have a take on it. All right, let's not leave anybody out. Let's go out there and please subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. All right, thumbs up as usual. And we'll talk again next time. If you have any questions, please kindly drop. And we will be very, very happy to respond. Very, very soon as well, we'll be having more personalities to come share their views on a country like Nigeria. Still has potential. I've been hearing that since I was born. Hopefully the potentials will be used the way it should, and the patriotism that is needed will be put in place for Nigeria to move forward. All right? Always remember, do unto others what you want others to do to you. We'll talk again, folks. Bye-bye.
What are we doing, Seth?